Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Aquarius for September 2021. So before we begin, I'd just like to welcome everyone and as well anyone who's new to our Angel School community. And before I begin the reading, I just want to highlight a few things, especially some new things. So, first, if you haven't watched it, I would pause this and go watch the new monthly angel reading for September 2021. This is something new that I'm doing because to keep the information separate, I was trying to do it within these zodiac series, the Angelscope series, but it just started to become a little bit too much. So I separated them, and that way I can focus on the overall energy for the month for everyone, and then see how that parlays with your particular zodiac energy for the month. And I'll try to remember to put a link below the video in the description area. And next, also my special offer angel reading that I've been offering since the beginning of the pandemic is my half-hour $77 reading has been extended for 1 full hour. So you can go to my webpage, theangelschool.com/services. That link's below as well. And you can sign up for my reading there by choosing the half-hour reading as is. And then within 24 hours on the first business day, I will send you a confirmation email noting that special offer. And let's see, and then everything you need is in that email will help you to set up your appointment, okay? And lastly, just to go over the format of the reading for anyone who's new. So the card on the left, this card will be a message from the archangel that you'll be working with, and this will be a card on the right will be a message from your guardian angel. So the cards on the left are from the Major Arcana, which deals with the major lessons, themes, energies, and influences. And then the card on the right is a message from your guardian angel, and that which is coming from the Minor Arcana cards, which deals with the day-to-day interactions and events that unfold in your life, and that might correspond or would correspond to the major lessons and how they're playing out in your life. And so this card will also give you some advice about how to work with that energy as well. All right, so let's take a deep breath together. And I always ask that when you do that, to focus in on your heart center and to breathe into that space, connecting you with the source of life and love, and your guardian angels. And whoa, you may really feel your heart chakra, I feel, is opening up, especially in the back. And the back chakras deal with how you see yourself. So there may be something for you, Aquarius, in terms of how you are seeing yourself in terms of love, meaning that you might be really opening up in this month in terms of loving yourself. The focus may really be on you, expressing compassion and love towards yourself. And they write yes, unlike you've ever have had to do before, or that life has caused you to really focus upon this. And in this month, life perhaps will cause you to really direct more attention. I keep saying the word expression, and I feel like it's going to have to be self-expression, because you're going to have to really whatever you do in terms of expressing yourself, if it's creatively expressing yourself, it will be like loving yourself or giving love back to yourself. Or, I mean, I'm going to simplify it in a way because it's kind of hard to put into words. I don't know why. But let's say, you practice gratitude or, appreciation for yourself. You write a poem to yourself about the contributions that you make, that you, as if you were the way that we heap praise on others that have, sort of really impacted our lives in a profound manner. It's the same way that you need to do this for yourself. And somehow it's going to come about. And they're saying facts. I think that you need to acknowledge some of the things that you do, things that you've done, and that you need to acknowledge them. And I think in this, you might see that sometimes maybe you push yourself too much, and maybe you need to balance your time and your efforts to also making sure you give to yourself, so that you what you're putting out there for others, you're receiving. Because this will improve the way that people give back to you. The kind of feedback and responses that you get from people will shift according to how much you love yourself. So if you're finding that there's a lot of contention in relationships with others, then it's probably because you're highly critical of yourself and not respecting that you deserve to show that example of love towards yourself. We need your inner being, your inner child. You want to, needs to feel that kind of compassion, and something that seems that you'll be working with in this month, Aquarius. And this might soften, again, the barriers sometimes that others might perceive in you, because you might seem just a little aloof or remote, okay? But really inside, you're just a heart of gold. And so expressing that more, letting those barriers come down. And they were experimental, so this is something you might have to experiment with a little bit, okay? All right, let's take a look at the archangel that you'll be working with in that message. All right, and say Archangel Uriel. Now, Archangel Uriel is in charge of your solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra is aligned with planet Earth and its ascendant aspect. And so this is quite a shift here, because the solar plexus has always been sending out fingers of light to sort of be aware of any dangers that might be coming up. So one of the reasons why we get sort of this sick feeling in our stomach when something negative is about to happen, or where the tongue twisted, or why we when we don't feel safe, it's actually being projected from this center. And so also our sense of power and the dominance, somebody trying to dominate us, or that is all where the energy here. The thing is that Archangel, if you call upon Archangel Uriel to come in, he can help you to feel more at peace. And Archangel Uriel works with the angels of peace. And when the angels of peace can transform this energy for you, and Archangel Uriel, if you give him permission right now, to work with your solar plexus chakra, so that now you start to seek out peace wherever you are. We don't need to be on the defense, but if we seek out the places where peace exists, where love and harmony exists, then you don't have to worry about putting yourself in threatening situations, because your solar plexus will be looking for it's sort of like looking for the best parking spots, right? So you're instead of looking for or assuming that when you go to the somewhere, you're not going to find a parking spot. I know this is weird, but this is just what's coming to me. And this is just to give you an illustration of how your ego has been conditioning your solar plexus. So you've been, every time you go somewhere, you're negative. You're like, I'm not going to find a parking spot. I'm not going to find what I'm looking for. And now, as Archangel Uriel and the angels of peace touch your solar plexus and light it up and set it ablaze with the ascension flame, bringing you into alignment with the fifth dimensional frequencies, this is now shifting you into that plan of peace, right? And so that now it's like they're looking, these fingers of light are no longer looking for the threats, but looking for the perfect parking place, looking for the perfect situation for you. And this is the Sun card, and so this is telling me that you're going to be experience success. So there's going to be a change in your perspective and your reality as a result of this. And every time when you don't feel safe, call upon Archangel Uriel and the angels of peace, and then send the angels of peace to any situation that might trouble you, and let go, release it, pray to them and let it go, and let them arrange the hearts and the circumstances so that it can be as peaceful as you deserve and as you are willing, in terms of your willingness to release the control. So when we release the need to control, we can then stand in our power and feel the capacity of its abilities, and it feels safe in that, if you will. All right, let's take a look at, I get a sense of if you're afraid, to do something like, to step out of your comfort zone, to apply for a new job, or to do anything to improve your life, you're going to find success with this. And what you have to focus on, and this just helps here with the Knight of Cups, is, he's always looking to fill his cup with something that is dear to his heart, right? So the idea here is, don't be afraid to follow your heart. Now we're switching from that control to, that purpose and relationship with life that you've come here to serve. And so this is telling me that you're on a mission to really improve your life, you want more loving experiences. You want to feel more alignment in relationships, in your career, and you want something that it aligns with the integrity of your soul. And you want to align yourself in situations that align with your personal power. And they're right in the angel number 239. Aligning with your personal power. Sometimes we put ourselves in situations that aren't safe, and not like as if something bad is going to happen to you, but that can also mean that you put yourself in places where your power is not the key facet to really help or improve a situation. So you're kind of feeling like a fish out of water, and then that corrupts your perspective. So it's about aligning with the power. Your power is what it is. It's uniquely formed for certain situations, and aligning yourself with that. And they just wrote lesson. That's going to be your big lesson, to learn to align yourself with the things that where your power can fulfill its potential. All right, so let's look at the angel number 239. It says, you and your divine life purpose are being helped by powerful ascended masters. Ask them for guidance and with respect to the next step on your career path, and they will directly guide you. Okay, so this is really just hitting right what we were talking about, and this is really about your career and getting in alignment with the right job, career, that where your power naturally flourishes, and you're being guided to do that. And so you really are on a mission, and you may already be considering what jobs to look at, and if you're doubting whether or not you should make that transition, this is pointing you towards it. And this whole scenario is that act of self-love and self-care that we were talking about at the beginning. Okay? So, Aquarius, I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month of September. And just tell it, I hear it again, focus, think about what your power is, the sun. Okay, astrologically, this would be your sun sign, right? Your Aquarius. So think about what the gifts of Aquarius are, and what your soul has revealed to you over the years are your strengths, your power, where you shine. And then don't choose a job that does not align with that power, because if you do, you will feel powerless. And that is a practice of power that is completely unnecessary. It is not loving to do that to yourself. It's not compassionate. Now I'm done. God bless you.